Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and some pretty interesting news, all things considered, that is going to fundamentally change how Advanced Warfare's loot system works from now until forever, which is pretty cool, man. They're changing around the loot and adding 2 new loot tiers to the game, which is pretty interesting. So this is going to go into effect on June 9th, which is going to be roughly 1 week after we actually get the Supremacy DLC on Xbox. So that's going to be pretty cool. We're getting brand new DLC, then like a week later, we're going to be getting a pretty significant change to the loot system in Advanced Warfare. So there's going to be 2 new kinds of tiers that you can have. You think of the different tiers that we have in Advanced Warfare's loot system. We have the enlisted variants, you know, we have the professional variants, we have the elite variants. What could be better than elite variants? How about a legendary variant, ladies and gentlemen? So right here in this article, which you guys want to go ahead and check this out, there's going to be a link to it down in the video description. You can find it over at community.sledgehammergames.com. But to read what they wrote, they says, what's more elite than elite? Legendary. We're extremely excited to announce the brand new legendary rarity class is coming to Xbox on June 9th and coming soon thereafter to PlayStation and PC. The legendary class kicks off with a uber rare Sentinel CI, which is apparently for counterintelligence gear set, and there's only currently 1 set in existence awarded to the very first Grandmaster Prestige. So right now, the first ever Grandmaster Prestige in Advanced Warfare history has this entire set, and that's the only person in the world that has it, but apparently it is going to be a very rare set that you can actually get from supply drops, which is pretty interesting. It's going to be the most rare set in the game, so if you see people with even just, you know, small pieces from it, it's, you know that they have very, very rare pieces. And if you guys want to check out what that looks like, we have a full little 3D spinning animation video for you. It looks okay. It's nothing, in my own personal opinion, add my own personal opinion and bias into this, it's nothing really to shake a stick at, you know. It's not amazing, but it is a very rare set of gear, so just by the very nature that it's the most rare set in the game, that it inherently adds value to it, I would suppose. So they're going to be adding that. That's all they've really announced so far, is that it is going to be this legendary set of armor, and I'm going to assume there's going to be other legendary items added into the game, but we don't know what they're going to be yet. Right now, all they said is there's going to be basically just this. It's going to be the Sentinel CI gear set, and one has to question, one has to wonder, is there going to be legendary grade variants for weapons in Advanced Warfare? Is that going to be a thing? Are there going to be variants of, say, the AK-12, of, say, the KF-5, of, say, the MP-11 that are going to be better than the already existing elite variants that are already very good? Is there going to be a better MP-11 than the MP-11 Goliath? Is that going to be a thing? Is there going to be something out there better than the AK-12 RIP that's going to be coming out? Is it going to be a ridiculously powerful weapon? And if so, how is the community going to respond to that, right? How are you going to respond to a super amazing, way, way better than anything else, because it's legendary, right? You can't have something be legendary rarity and legendary quality and have it be subpar and not be as good as a professional variant. You know, you'd think a legendary weapon, like let's say, for example, maybe there's one particular legendary assault rifle, one particular legendary submachine gun, one heavy weapon, one sniper, and etc. That one particular weapon has to be ridiculously good, right? And if it's ridiculously good, then is it going to be overpowered? How is that going to compare against the other guns in the game? How is it going to work? I don't know. Is this legendary supply drop loot, is it going to be exclusive to cosmetic things like armor? Is that going to be a thing in Advanced Warfare? I'm interested to see about that. They have not said anywhere in this article. If you guys like to go ahead and read it, you can go ahead and do so down in the video description. Once again, there's nothing else there. I can actually read the rest of it for you as to what they say about legendary supply drop loot. This set of 8 pieces can be unlocked via supply drops and advanced supply drops, and each item is highlighted in the armory with the highest redemption value in the game. Take a look at the first ever legendary loot in Advanced Warfare. Then it has a little 3D model that we already showed you here in this video, so that's pretty interesting. The next tier of quality they're going to be adding to the game. So right now we have enlisted, we have professional, we have elite, and apparently we have legendary now. There's going to be a tier below enlisted. It's going to be retired, which I suppose actually you could say that's actually better than legendary, because this particular gear is going to be removed from the game forever, and it's never going to be able to be seen again. Nobody's going to be able to ever loot again. You'll be one of those cool people that actually have it. So what is this? What is retired supply drop loot? It's pretty much self-explanatory, but allow me to read it for you. In addition to the hot new loot, we continue to add add to our supply drops and advanced supply drop system, we'll be retiring some of our existing items on June 9th for Xbox versions of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, coming soon to PlayStation and PC versions. The gear and weapon variants that are added into this new collection, retired rarity class, will be removed from supply drops and advanced supply drops moving forward. If you have this gear in your armory, you'll still be able to use it in-game, but for those that don't, they will no longer be able to be earned in-game. Think of this gear as being decommissioned, and the rarity of these items also will be going up. Unlike Legendary, however, if you redeem these after June 9th, you'll never get access to them again. They actually gave us a very short list of things that they're going to be getting rid of in the first, what they call, round of retired items. We're going to be getting rid of the Atlas 45A3, we're going to be getting rid of the Sentinel mobile gear, we're going to be getting rid of the MP443 Garage Latitude variant, we're going to be getting rid of the Nigerian infantry gear, getting rid of the PWCQB variant, as well as getting rid of the KVA mercenary gear. So if I had to throw in my own opinion here, usually when I do news, I usually report news and then give my own opinion on it. If I had to throw in my own opinion on this, it kind of seems like, and this just makes sense to me, they're getting rid of all the crap gear that nobody wanted in the first place and just taking it out of the loot pool, which is pretty good in my opinion. A lot of this stuff is stuff that you don't want. You know, you look at the Atlas 45A3, here's a picture of it. Do you want that? Do you want that extra handling for -1 damage? Is that something you want particularly? No? Okay. What about the MP443 Garage Latitude? Do you want that? Do you want to lose 1 accuracy to get 1 range? Is that something you're excited for? Is that going to start tickling you when you get that? Are you going to get excited when you open that in the supply drop? Probably not. The PWCQB. Are you excited to get that extra fire rate and lose that accuracy? No? No one's excited about any of these weapons, and no one really cares that they're going away? That's pretty interesting. I also think it's pretty cool, though. I do think it's pretty cool that they're making it so there's stuff that we can have in-game that people in the future won't be able to get. For example, let's say you have the Nigerian infantry set, the entire set. Now, you can just hold on to that entire set, right? And on June 9th, it's going to go away. Or I guess later on if you're a PlayStation or a PC player. But it's going to be going away soon. And then nobody's going to be able to get that entire set again. It's going to be something that you have because you played the game before that particular date, which is something I think is cool. I've talked about it many times before. I think it'd be awesome if they did something similar to what Hearthstone does. Now, if you guys don't play Hearthstone, it's understandable. It's a freaking card game on the computer. I understand probably not a lot of people play it, but I love it. And a lot of people like it. And part of that game is if you make it up to rank 20, you get a special card back that you can use in the game. And what's cool about it is once that month is over, you can never acquire that card back again. You know, if I make it up to rank 20, which is very, very easy, here for the month of May of 2015, I'm going to get a special card back. I believe this month is called the Stealth card back or something. And then after this month is over, anybody that didn't make it up to rank 20 for this month is never going to have an opportunity to get that card back again. I have an entire backlist of card backs I've gotten over the past couple months in different events and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I have all these cool things. And the coolest thing about them is nobody else can obtain these card backs. That's pretty awesome. I'm happy about that. I can use this card back, be like, yeah, I've been playing the game since the game launched. That's why I have this card back from Season 1. You know, I think that's pretty cool. I can have that kind of stuff, and the same kind of idea is applying here into Advanced Warfare with these retired sets of gear, which is pretty cool. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think it'd be cool if we had a reward system just like what Hearthstone has with weapon camos in Advanced Warfare. You know, if you play, for example, I'm just going to throw out random numbers. Of course, it could all be changed if they would actually take this idea, but they apparently aren't. If you were to go ahead and, you know, play 10 hours in 1 month, right? Let's say you were to play 10 hours in the month of May, you were to it will give you some kind of special camo for playing those 10 hours that month. And then after the month is over, if you didn't play your 10 hours, then bam, you did not get that special camo, and that camo can never be obtained again. That would be pretty cool, man. That would be pretty awesome. It would give people an incentive to play. It would give you kind of like a rarity camo. Like, I would be pumped to be able to have, you know, the 10-hour thing for November, that, you know, all the way back when the game first launched, because there's going to be a lot of people that probably didn't get the game in November. They ended up getting it for Christmas and stuff, so those people aren't going to have that camo. I'd be like, yeah, I've got this really cool rare camo that's no longer obtainable in the game. That would be cool if they were to do something like that. So I'm actually a big fan of the fact that they're going to be retiring items, and I would be interested to see if they're going to retire items that are really good. Can you imagine, right? What if they were to retire the AS1 Speakeasy, and people that have it, people that don't have it, don't get it? What if they were to do that? What if they were to do that with the HBR-A3 and Sandy? What if they were to do that with the AK-12 RIP? What if they were to do it with some of just the different gear sets that people really enjoy having? That would be controversial, definitely. I don't know how I would take that. It'd be kind of cool, like, yeah, so I have this gun that's no longer attainable in game, but at the same time, some of those guns are some of the best ones in the game. You know, you notice that the guns they're getting rid of right now anyway are just really crappy pistol variants that nobody wants anyway. So I wonder what they'll do with this. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see, once again, guys, if they're going to include legendary weapons in this game, like weapon variants that are better than the best elite variants. I'm interested to see if they're going to do that, and I'm also interested to see exactly what kind of weapons they're going to be getting rid of with this retired rarity class. Now, it's actually pretty cool. Once again, you go back to the pictures here. If you have a piece of gear that is actually retired, you can keep it in your armory, and it's going to show up as red, which is kind of cool. Be like, yeah, man, nobody can get that anymore. It's a crappy pistol variant, but whatever. I have it, and no one else can get it now. That's pretty cool that you can have that kind of thing. So, and if you have like the Nigerian infantry set, or the KVA mercenary set, or the Sentinel mobile set, that's pretty cool that you have the entire set of a set that's going to be gone. Nobody's going to be able to get that gear again. So, who knows, man? Who knows? I definitely think it's a pretty cool little update they're adding to the game, and I have to hand it to Sledgehammer Games for continuing to add new and fun, creative ways of playing around with this supply drop and this loot system that we have in Advanced Warfare. I'm enjoying it. I actually really wish every Call of Duty game would have this, because it's a lot of fun in my own opinion. But of course, we know Black Ops 3 doesn't have weapon variants. But yeah, I wish they would. It's a lot of fun here in Advanced Warfare. But who knows? Maybe this will be a Sledgehammer thing that we can look forward to every time a Sledgehammer game comes out. But regardless, that is today's news, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And of course, let me know in the comment section below, what is your opinion on the legendary gear and retired gear? And do you or do you not like the idea of having legendary weapon variants, which are better than all elite variants coming to the game? Of course, they didn't say anything about that in this article, anything whatsoever. You can, once again, link to the article down in the video description. They didn't say anything about it, but would you be opposed or for the idea, as well as would you be opposed to or for the idea of retiring really good weapon variants to make them even more rare? What do you think about that? Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.